The American Secretary of State landed in Doha for this key moment, maybe the beginning of the end of decades of conflict in Afghanistan. The Qatari capital is the setting for the talks, a process of reconciliation between Afghanistan's warring factions, the Taliban and representatives of the Afghan government together.
We've come to this country to achieve a dignified and lasting peace with goodwill and good intention to stop the 40 years of bloodshed and achieve countrywide lasting peace.
The mullahs, whose number had harboured al-Qaeda and Osama bin Laden nearly 20 years ago, in the same room now as America's Secretary of State and the Afghan government, who they have fought for so long. The Taliban's representative pledged peace to the weary and sceptical Afghan people.
We want to give them this assurance that with full honesty we continue the Afghan peace negotiation and we will try for peace and tranquility. We will pave the ground in Afghanistan.
There have been huge compromises to get to this point, including controversial prisoner releases. Until just a few days ago, the Taliban were still demanding that more of their fighters be released.
We welcome the Taliban commitment not to host international terrorist groups, including al-Qaeda, nor to allow them to use Afghan territory to train, recruit, or to fundraise. We welcome the same commitments by the government of Islamic Republic Afghanistan that they should never permit their nation to serve as a base for international terrorists to threaten other countries.
The Americans have already signed a separate agreement with the Taliban setting out a timetable for US forces to withdraw. The many nations who fought the Taliban will now resist or accept an uncomfortable feeling of futility. For Britain, it was a war in which the government infamously hoped that not a shot would be fired. Instead, towns like Sangin, Musakala, Kajaki became synonymous with hard battles and many lives lost. 15 years on, these places are all now back in Taliban control. Now they are pledging peace, but in a country that's been a battleground for centuries, not decades. It'll be hard to find. Mark Stone, Sky News.